Hey everyone, I'm Nivash. Over here is Munira, Faraj, Janis, Srishaltini, Rishidharan, and Alia Shafina. We are all gathered here to talk about an ethical issue case where the case is about in late 2020 and early 2021, the Indian government declared victory against COVID 19, possibly for political gain. Citizens and religious groups pressed for eased lockdown rules to resume work and hold festival. This made a ruckus in the entire Indian political world. Now we're going to talk about six ethical issues where the first ethical issue will be the decision made by government of India to declare victory against COVID-19, whether it is right or wrong. Based on my opinion, I would like to agree with what government of India did. How about you guys?
Sorry to interrupt, but I disagree with this statement because they knows that COVID-19 didn't cure fully. They were so selfish where the government didn't even think about their citizens, whereas they only wants to continue the election and win their citizens' heart.
On the other hand, I think the government was just trying to boost the confidence. In their perspective, a positive narrative can boost the public confidence and morals and encompassing a sense of optimism.
In my opinion, deceptively declaring victory may have misled citizens about the true state of the pandemic, potentially compromising public trust.
I'm still agree with the moderator, which is the Indian government yearly claim of the success against COVID was unstable to boost morale for 2021 election, but they should have been more open about ongoing challenges.
But I'm sorry, I don't agree with the decision because public health crisis require transparency and accurate information dissemination to effectively manage the situation.
In conclusion, the government decision to declare victory against COVID-19 raises ethical concerns regarding transparency and potential impact on public behavior, striking a balance between maintaining public confidence and providing accurate information is crucial for effective crisis management. Next, we would like to go for the second ethical issue where the citizen demand to ease lockdown rules and hold religious festival reflects a tension between individual economic interests and the collective responsibility to protect public health. I would like to agree with the citizens' demand to ease the lockdown. How about you guys?
I disagree with this statement. The Indian government decision is totally wrong. They just need to earn money and live a normal life. It is the main reason to get COVID-19 second wave in India.
I also disagree by easing the lockdown for economic reason during the pandemic was risky. So by balancing economic need with public health should be prioritized.
I agree with the government strategy by allowing religious festivals provides a sense of normalcy and emotional support to the citizen, addressing their psychological and spiritual needs.
In my opinion, it's crucial to weigh the immediate benefit of easing lockdown rule against the potential long-term harm to public health. Lowering safety measures can contribute to the rapid spread of the virus, resulting in increased illness and death. I think I do agree with Citizen India push to break the rule of lockdown. It is because both the situation involving large gathering pose a significant risk of spreading infection.
Based on the debate just now, the debate over citizen demand to ease lockdown rules and religious festival underscores the ethical tension between individual economic interests and the collective responsibility to protect public health, balancing cultural traditions and economic needs with the greater good becomes a challenge during a pandemic. The third ethical issue that we're going to discuss now is the government's decision to ban vaccine export despite earlier commitments. There is an ethical question about national priorities versus global cooperation. In this, I would like disagree with the government that they shouldn't ban the vaccine exports. How about you guys?
I support the Indian government whereby the ban on the vaccine export during the shortage was necessary to prioritize the domestic needs. However, it highlights the importance of global cooperation to tackle the pandemic together.
I'm also agreeing with Indian government because India itself has shortage of vaccine for local usage. So they give priority to their citizens since there is second wave of COVID-19.
I'm sorry, I disagree because supporting other nations in their fight against COVID-19 can have indirect benefit. Controlling the spread of the virus globally help prevent the emergency of new variant which can impact all countries, including India. In my opinion, prioritizing the local population health is just favor as the government must ensure that its citizens have access to necessary resources.
I agree with the Indian government because they're ensuring an adequate vaccine supply for the local population is crucial to managing the ongoing health crisis in their country.
We can conclude that the government decision to prioritize local vaccine needs over global cooperation raises ethical question about solidarity and international assistance. Striking a balance between national interests and global responsibilities become a crucial for fostering collaboration in the fight against shared global threat. Off with the fourth ethical issue, where the vaccine manufacturers face a difficult situation when instructed by the government to breach the contract. In this context, I would like to agree with the government that they should ask the manufacturer to breach the contract. How about you guys?
I disagree. I think fulfilling the international commitments is a moral duty that involves contributing to global efforts to combat the pandemic, recognizing the interconnected nature of public health.
I'm also disagreeing with the statement because this may deter future investment and collaboration in the pharmaceutical industry.
While the government directive may have been driven by the urgent need to address domestic vaccine shortage, the action of the manufacturer breaching this contract could lead to legal problems.
I also disagree because the vaccine manufacturer facing legal consequences due to export ban. So if they have a clear guideline and better communication, this issue could be prevented.
I also disagree because breaching a contract can strain the relationship between the party involved. It could lead to disrupt, affect future business dealing, and damage the reputation and credibility of the party breaching the contract.
Based on the debate just now, I can conclude that ethical dilemma faced by vaccine manufacturers in breaching contracts as instructed by the government highlights the tension between contractual obligations and national directives during a crisis. Navigating these challenges require careful consideration on the ethical responsibility of both of the governments and the private sector. Off to the fifth ethical issue, where retaliatory action by the other countries banning raw material exports to India in response to India's vaccine ban highlights the complex interplay of national interests. In this context, I would like to disagree what done by the other countries. How about you guys?
I would like to agree what the other countries decision because I think the governments may perceive the need to protect their own citizens first, ensuring a sufficient supply of vaccines domestically before facilitating the exports.
I'm sorry, I don't agree. It is because in time of a pandemic, collaboration and solidarity are crucial. Helping the supply of raw material could hit India's ability to produce vaccine. I agree with other countries. They must emphasize the need for given action when faced with restriction from other nations.
In my opinion, I disagree with the decision by other countries because this may give several consequences for the global effort to control the spread of the virus.
I agree with the United States and the European Union by implement the export restrictions because it ensures fair vaccine distribution and address supply chain challenge.
I conclude the debate as the retaliatory action taken by other countries in response to India's vaccine export ban reflect the complex interplay of national interests in global world. Balancing the need for self-preservation with global solidarity remains a central ethical challenge in the face of the shared global health crisis. The final ethical issue that we're going to discuss is what if the same ethical problem or a similar situation occur in Malaysia? What will be your point of view in that?
In my opinion, Malaysia government should maintain transparency about the situation, acknowledge the challenges and exploring options available. Open communication with both the public and the party involved in the contract is essential.
In my opinion, government should prioritize public health over economic interests or religious festivals because it leads to a rapid spread of the virus. The government should be more responsible to control COVID-19 with SOPs.
The best ethical way to implement by encourage global collaboration for a fair distribution of vaccine to combat the pandemic together.
In my opinion, balancing national needs is an essential, while addressing local needs is crucial. An ethical approach involves finding a balance between fulfilling national requirements and contributing to global efforts to combat the pandemic.
In my opinion, the ethical way to handle the situation is community engagement and empowerment. It highlights the importance of involving local community in decision-making processes related to public health measures.
That concludes, in managing a crisis in Malaysia, transparent communication and accurate information are crucial for public trust. Upholding ethical standards, the government must provide clear updates and citizens must balance economic concerns with adherence to health guidelines. Fairness and global collaboration should guide government decisions on vaccine distribution and international cooperation, recognizing the interconnectedness of public health. Malaysia, by embracing such ethical principles, can serve as a model prioritizing both national needs and the well being of the global community. With that, let's end this debate. That's all for today.